Hey guys, Ranchin here, being on of commentary. This is going to be the first set between Jaedong and Hydra in the PDPOP MSL Semi-Finals. This is of course going to be some more ZVZ action for you guys. The double map for today, providing we play 5 sets, is Triathlon. At the 12 o'clock position, playing as the Red Zerg, we're going to have Jaedong, the JD, the Dong, the Tyrant, and all that. Many nicknames that he has, Legend, Killer, and whatever else there is. At the 4 o'clock position, playing as the White Zerg, we're going to have Hydra, who I just now noticed looks a little bit like GG play. Without the glasses and less amount of hair on his head. I'm not saying he has a receding hairline. I'm just saying he has less hair on his head. 40, 41, 42. So that's going to be that. I'm looking forward to see what these guys bring in this matchup. This is some more ZVZ action, so we're going to have to live with some crazy, extreme, over the top, all over the place action goodness. And I'm kind of looking forward to that, actually. Both players sending the overlords in the correct direction, so they're going to get some nice info. And somewhere there, I assume, eating a fish. It might be Jaedong eating a fish on a fork. I assume that's Jaedong. I don't know. He has his little weird teeth. This is all very, very interesting. Could be Hydra eating Jaedong for dinner. I assume it's the other way around, but I'm not sure. Jaedong, I believe, does have a few more fans and fan girls out there. So those are just my secondary assumptions, nothing else. So both players have gotten their sticking overlords up, so that's actually overpool goodness. Could be 12 actually, but looking at the timings, I do think I only saw 10 drones there, not 12. So yeah, gonna go for that Ripple into extractor, so try to get that quick build goodness going. Okay, I'm shaking myself up, talking about builds, these people with the signs, always with the signs, and players with the eyes, well, because they need to look at the screen. So looking forward to, we got pretty much mirror builds, and they're going to be expanding safely, both of them, to their secondaries. That's safe play. I do believe they spotted each other out at this point, though. The overlords, Jaedong's overlord just now running into Hydra's base, and the other, the same true for the opposite. Hydra's position is a little bit worse because his secondary is in a position where it's going to be easier for Jaedong to muta harass it. Both players going for lair right now, so he's going to have to be a lot more careful. He's going to have to spawn a lot of mutas. He's going to have to be very careful to defend that secondary base. It's going to be a little bit hard to defend because it's closer to Jaedong than the other way around. Secondaries are usually significantly more vulnerable to aerial harassment, so we gotta be overall careful. And there's even an adult guy. I don't know. I skipped work to come here because my life sucks. I'm going to a bar after this to get myself drunk and maybe pick up a 16-year-old. Too much detail to put on a sign, man. The overlords just spotting each other out on both bases. Secondaries almost coming up. Couple of zerglings being sent out here by Jaedong. Just go out there and get a scout. Same on the opposite side. It's pretty much absolutely mirror builds right now. Both going for secondaries. Both sending their drones to start mining out their expansions. I assume we're going to be seeing second extractors fairly soon as well from both of these players to just get as much gas going for as high a muta count as humanly possible, or as zergly possible, I guess. Is that a word? How would zerg work as a noun? I don't know. As a thing. Is that a noun? Oh god. Very bad with those words. Signs on 2 sides and hiding faces. Okay, seriously, they're showing the fans a little bit too much, maybe because there's not much happening, but spires on both sides on the way. On the secondaries for both players, I believe I saw. No, the main for Hydra that actually makes a lot more sense, because putting his Spire in the vulnerable base is actually bad, and for Jaedong it's actually very smart to put it in the secondary. It's further away for Hydra to get to it, so you know, you just don't want to leave anything at a vulnerable angle, at a vulnerable position. Both players with their zerglings out there across the map just to kind of act as spotters of the natural expansions. Girls eating, I don't know what that is. Could be pudding, could be anchovies. I don't. Okay, maybe not anchovies. Canned. What's that fish? Sardines, right? Could be canned mashed sardines for all I know. Spire's almost on the way for both guys, so we haven't had any action so far. Nobody trying to really take any sort of aggressive action with Zergling, so instead they're just going to go for Mutalisk play, and we're probably going to see some massive micro in action. Jaedong is going to go for a little bit of an aggressive maneuver, but Hydra has a ramp to defend, so he's fairly safe with that. I don't think Jaedong's going to have an easy time getting through. He's now popping his Mutalisk as soon as they pop out. That's going to be fairly easy to defend. Scourge actually coming alongside those. That's going to give him some help. Maybe he's even trying to fly the Scourge out there to try to pop a couple of Mutalisks in the air, both actually having the same idea as the Mutalisks come in as well. So it's all going to come to micro, and really in the round of 8, Hydra really impressed me with some very nice Muta micro against Calm. So I'm not going to count him out here. Jaedong, of course, godly Muta micro. Some of his Muta splits that he does are just freaking insane. Has a couple of Scourge waiting for Mutalisk to pop there at the north, and yeah, they popped, so I assume they actually got a kill there. Jaedong going to go in here, try to harass these over a little bit, forcing Hydra to come out of hiding, taking some hit from Scourge, and he's actually going to get his Muta count a little bit lowered. Is going to try to fight back Jaedong here. Jaedong trying to, both players microing like crazy, losing Mutalisk on both sides. Jaedong having some reinforcements here. Hydra trying to push back, having his own reinforcements in there. Nice Muta battle going on from both sides. Hydra coming out ahead here. Jaedong sending in reinforcement. That's not enough. Hydra coming out nicely ahead. Those 2 Scourge that he sent out earlier to deny early reinforcements. That was very nice play from him here. He's going to try now to sneak all the way inside of Jaedong's main. Going to try to deny those Mutalisks. He has to be very careful not to get hit by reinforcements. Kills another Muta as he takes some Scourge hits, though. Going to come in here, going to assassinate this last Muta, and now going to start going for the drones. They're open season. Jaedong, GG's. Knows that the game is over. Never mind. Lost the micro battle here. Tried to bait Hydra out. Turned out not to be the best decision. Got some nice hit with Scourge, but unfortunately for him, Hydra had focused a lot more on Muta count than Jaedong had. And Jaedong had a much longer resupply reinforcement route. So in the end, kind of cost him. Also didn't quite manage to out-micro his opponent. So nice play here from Hydra. Jaedong going to take the first loss. Might be a surprise for some people, but overall, very nice. Just a lot of setup for one big Muta battle that turned out to be very exciting. And there's some fangirls that, yeah, don't like being on camera.